Welcome back to Terry's Model Rod Shop. In this video, we're going to finish the chassis and make a custom-made dry shaft and install the wheels, and then we'll be done with that chassis. And the reason I made a custom dry shaft, if you see this piece right here, the trailing arms and the rear end should be black, and the dry shaft should be white, and it's all molded as one piece, and that looks really cheap. So I wanted to cut the dry shaft off, and you can see, and I cut the trailing arms off to make ease of painting. And to make a new dry shaft, I just used the front part of the dry shaft, which will slide into this plastic tube, and then the rear will slide into here. So we're going to put the dry shaft on. We take a little glue, take a toothpick, or your choice of whatever you want to use to put glue on stuff. You just slide your dry shaft in there until it catches. Put a little bit more glue on it just to make sure it's going to work. Hold, stay still. We'll touch that up later. Then you slide your dry shaft back onto the rear end. Put a little glue on it. Probably doesn't need it. And there's your custom drive shaft. That looks so much better than this, don't you think? Now we're going to put the wheels on. Now I've already mounted the brakes onto the wheels, like in the directions right here. It tells you to mount the brakes on the wheels. Well, I've already done that. These are the front wheels. And they just slide onto the pin, so you want to make sure they fit all the way up where they're supposed to. So you test fit them before you glue them. And I always glue all the wheels on my model cars because ain't nothing worse than a model rolling off a table into a pile of parts in the floor. And there's your front wheels. Well, maybe that one's not staying. Yeah, it is. It ain't coming off. And then your back wheels, I've already slid the axle through the rear end while it was off the car to make it easier to work on. Just put some glue on there. Slide your tire on. Do the exact same thing on the other side. You put it down in your piece of glass and make sure all four wheels set. And there it is. The chassis is done. Ready to decal the body and final assembly next week, and we'll be done with our Project Pontiac, and we'll move on to bigger and better things, I hope. Thanks.